I'm very excited to be here, and the excitement is because I'm standing in the stall AMTTF. Let me tell you, as we all know, the Indian machine tool industry is thriving. Indian manufacturing is thriving, but there are a lot of players who are behind this and in this ecosystem to make this possible. There was an initiative by the government. So AMTTF is a public-private entity between the government of India, IMTMA and CMTI. So I am privileged to have Director Mr. Venkatesh sir and Mr. Madan. So I think Mr. Venkatesh sir has been an industry veteran who has helped machine tool industry quite a lot. And this facility, which is advanced machine tool testing facility, is going to help machine tool users, means machine tool builders and the machine tool users to drive this forward. So let me ask sir, what's the main purpose behind this facility?
This facility was created to bring the Indian machine tool industry at par with the Western majors. There is a gap between us and the Europeans and also in the Japanese. So how do we bridge that gap? So we need to make our machines more accurate and more productive. That was the need. So that's how this was created. So one important factor for that is testing. So unless you test, you won't know where you stand. That's how this was created. So this was to help not only the machine tool builders in India, also the machine tool users in India. Now, the manufacturing industry is growing very rapidly. So obviously we had to enhance the testing facility as well. Because of that, this entity was created. So we have all the support from the government of India and also from the private players, all the major private machine tool builders in India.
Rightly said sir that the key part of the growth is to be able to measure. If you can't measure, you can't improve. So sir, as you said, I think an Indian machine tool industries are doing fantastically well. I think over the last 2-3 years, and it is poised to go to the next level as well. What do you see as the most important challenge they have right now?
There are two important things. One is the quality of the machine tools. The other one is reliability. One is the productivity. The other machine tool majors in Europe and other places, productivity is slightly higher. Also, quality is also better. And above all is the reliability. So, in all these three factors, Indian machine tools have to improve. So, one is in the automotive sector, when the transition took place from BS4 to BS6, the requirement of the quality has gone up by many folds. So, that how do we achieve that? So, you need, other than the normal compensations what was available in the control, that should be increased to some other level. That is where Renishaw could play a major role in this.
Right.
That's exactly what I feel.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. As we understand, as you said that the machine tool builders are doing well, but there are a lot of scope for improvement there. So in terms of building quality machines, is the role of testing and the calibration becomes quite important, right? So how do you see, I think, AMTTF helping them in this space?
Right now, most of the machine tool builders use only pitch error compensation. It is limited to only pitch error compensation in most of the machines. That's how all the Indian machine tool builders are using. They have their own facility to do so. Now, we have to go a notch higher. That is possible when you measure volumetric compensation. Now, these days, these are the orders of the day. Majority of the defense establishments, aviation sector, all are demanding volumetric compensation as one of the features of the machine, which is at this point of time is not available. So you have a product XM60, and if that can be propagated to others, so that a lot of things can improve in the quality of the machine.
I think rightly said, sir. I think volumetric compensation has become not
A
just
necessity.
very right, not just an option but a requirement. And you're right, unless and until machine tool builders are able to provide machines which can tackle this volumetric compensation, the users of the machine tool industry will be demanding that. So what is driving the users to ask for this volumetric compensation, and who are asking? Are these auto players, aero players who are asking for
The
this?
defense sector is demanding, the aviation sector is demanding, the auto sector is demanding. All the auto majors are, this is the need of them today. Because they have transitioned from BS4 to BS6.
Right.
The accuracy demands are very tight now.
Right.
And all that is possible only when you have all kinds of compensations available, which is at this point of it is available in the bigger players are providing it. Machinos and Mazars are having, DMD is having, which Indian machine tools builders do not have at this point of time.
Right.
So we have to have that. Another thing is, it de-skills the machine building activity. There are a lot of error which happens during machine building can be compensated here, not manually, electronically.
This is a very important point. So basically what you're saying, it is going to give a capability, a new capability to the machine tool builders, and also if it is able to de-skill, that skill can be used to concentrate on somewhere else, as well as they can utilize that time to make more machines. So not only you can make more machine, you can make more machine with more quality, more value addition. So sir, I think you have been using XM60. So can you tell us about what is XM60, how does it help in volumetric compensation, and what is the other benefit of XM60?
Okay. Normally, earlier days when we are doing the machine geometrical measurements and the pitch error measurement, we do in a separate way. Suppose first I need to measure the pitch error measurement, then apply the compensation, then I need to measure the geometrical pitch, how much is the pitch, how much is the yaw, and roll is a very tricky part, and it cannot be easily measured by even for vertical axis or even the horizontal axis. It is tricky to measure with the conventional systems. And then straightness also, there are a lot of human intervention is needed, and there is a lot of scope for manual error, which sign, whether it is positive, it's whether I need to scrape there or here, that kind of lot of human errors were prone to come. But with the new XM60 system, those whatever the problems I told, everything is slashed. So now we can, in one shot, in one go, we can measure all the 6 degrees of freedom.
Wow.
And also without the human intervention, we can find the whether the straightness is up or down error, everything. It minimizes the human error, and also it if it is, instead of doing 6 runs to take the measurement, if I can do it in one run without changing any setup, it drastically reduces my setup time by at least by 6 times.
Wow.
So that is a very big benefit. And to add it to that 6 degrees of freedom error, if I can measure for x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and if I can input the squareness value as well, the Renishaw compensate software has the capability to even compensate for all the 21 degrees of error in the machine, which substantially increases the accuracy and the quality of the component produced on the machine. So which is a very good factor, and this compensation is very much helping to build a very highly accurate machines at par with the others.
Wow. Thank you very much. So you just summarized very well. If it helps in making accurate machine, making more quality parts,
Correct.
and this XM60 is so easy that you can, even someone having not so in-depth experience, the XM60 as a product and the software can enable this compensation to be done very, very easily.
True.
So I think that drives me to the last point, that as we know that to make this industry go forward and to make India go forward and become the #1 country in the world, there needs to be collaboration. The ecosystem needs to be very, very good. So how do you see the role of Renishaw in this ecosystem?
Renishaw is a household name in India. You've been in India for a very long time, and everybody in the machine tool industry, in the user industry, everybody knows Renishaw. You are a household name. You are no newcomer here. With the new products, what you are bringing is only enhances the capability of a machine tool. So obviously you are always there for that. And if you tie up with a company like us, like AMTTF, which is essentially only a test facility, you are a company which provides equipment for testing, and we are the ones we are providing the services.
Right.
So if we join hands, we could be a force to reckon with.
Exactly, and that's why we are very proud to have partnership with you.
We are privileged as well.
Yes, you have the know-how, you have the network, you have the expertise, And I think jointly together, our aim is to move the Indian industry forward, to help the machine tool builders industry in India to take to the next level, to the component manufacturing and the OEMs to take to the next forward. Because Renishaw, our objective is very simple: helping people to make things faster, quicker, better quality, and making things cheaper as well. And thank you very much for giving us time to talk about this thing. Thank you.